The season is upon us. What's worse than having dry turkey on Thanksgiving? Nothing. There's nothing worse than dry turkey. You've been waiting all day to eat turkey. Dry. Ugh. Why is it dry? Let's answer that. Because the turkey is not the perfect animal, right? Think about this guy. He's on his feet and legs all day. So what happens to the breast? It doesn't really make any protein structure, right? There's no muscle inside there. This guy's full of muscles, right? So in theory, it's gonna take way longer to cook these muscles than this muscle. So when you're at home roasting your turkey, you're waiting for that little to pop up and say, "Eh, turkey's done." That's taking the internal temperature of the legs being done. So what happens to the breast? Totally overcooked. Totally overcooked. This guy's gonna be at like 180 something probably before these guys are totally dry. So this is how I have remedied that problem. So what I do is I break this baby down, take it apart.
I woke up this morning, tied my boots up, cause I knew it was gonna be a long day. Tied my truck up, grabbed my coffee, kissed my baby, and got on my way. Cause I'm working till it's hurting, and that's the only way to be.
Okay, so turkey at my house is brined for 24 hours, right? So it's a couple days before Turkey Day, because you want to pull it out of that brine and let it air dry for a day in the fridge or outside if it's cold enough, whatever. And then the night before is when I break down my turkey and do whatever I want to do to it. This being that I can then take the carcasses, front, rear, wings if you don't want to eat them, and I give them a super good hard roast. And then I start my stock, and I let my stock be low and slow and simmery all night long. So in the morning, when you wake up and you're ready to get after your turkey dinner, you've got stock on the stove ready. So you got your roasty veggies going, boom, splash a little bit of stock. This guy goes a long way. If you do it that way, you'll have broth at the end of dinner. So if you don't eat all your bits and pieces, at my house I like to make turkey noodle soup. That's kind of the day after Thanksgiving. At my house, it's always turkey noodle soup, garlic bread. Get after it. So let's talk about what you're gonna do once you get it broken down. This is more or less an airline breast. You might see that on restaurant menus for chicken, but this is just kind of a bigger version of chicken, right? So airline breast is literally boink, wing off, leave a little drummy on there. You got your tender in there, boneless, okay? So when I do it, I have big cast iron, ideally cast iron. If you don't have cast iron, a really good all-clad stainless steel pan. We're gonna pan fry these suckers. Salt and pepper, straight up. You can put your poultry seasoning on it, like all that stuff. I like to have fresh herbs. If you know me, I'm not a super rosemary sage fan, but I am at turkey time, and pretty much all poultry I like to use rosemary, sage, and all the super hardy herbs time. So what you're gonna do is get your pan hot, turn it down to medium, slowly lay the breast in there. Great. This guy can fit in there like that. You have your oven on at like 375. Once you get, don't be shy to pick it up and take a look. Once you get really nice golden, crispy on there, that whole pan, bam, in the oven. Now doing that, you're gonna render out whatever fat is left underneath this breast. It's gonna be super yummy and crispy. And then you can actually literally watch it cook through. So right when this guy starts to get a little bit opaque, just a flip, and it's done. It's perfectly cooked. So you want to pull it out, have a resting rack, let these babies chill. Okay, those are the breasts. Leg and thigh, world is your oyster. There's plenty of different things you can do with the leg and thigh. You can leave it just like this, season it up however you're gonna do. You can tie it, make a nice little bundle, crisp it up. Same idea, in the pan, toss it in the oven. Or you can put it on bed of mirepoix, you can put it in a Pyrex pan at home. Just give it a nice slow roasty. And again, like I said before, these are gonna take way longer to cook, right? Because the muscle's strong. This muscle, not so strong. So what you're looking for is not necessarily an internal temperature done this. You're looking for a little bit of give, like you could almost take and take the leg right off, right? That's when you know it's gonna be nice and tender, not chewy, ready to rock and roll. And again, pull it out, let it rest. My house, ideally, I like to cook mine in duck fat. Confit and duck fat, hands down, guaranteed, the best turkey leg and thigh you will ever eat. Crispy, yummy, luscious. Yeah, try it. Let me know how it turns out.